great. I can see the back of my head as well. Never a good sign. So, hello everybody. If you're new to this channel, I'm Esther. I live in a tiny house with Phoebe, that's my bunny, and I usually sew stuff. And today I'm gonna sew too, as well. But I'm sewing a little bit less at the moment than I originally planned. I plan to film multiple YouTube videos in these weeks and sew so much, but I kind of crashed. You know, this is a cycle I go through basically every few months. I have just been in a just like doing nothing, and then I'm like trying to get into stuff, and then when I get into stuff I'm very fixated of it and I forget about all other things, and I just focus on this one thing, and this thing this time being sewing, because sewing is fun and making your clothes feel so good. So I do it all at once and then basically forget to eat in between and to take breaks or to just relax every now and then. I forget that, and then usually it ends with me completely burned out and just needing quite a few days, sometimes even weeks, to come back at the level. This time that's not the case. I'm still able to do stuff, and I'm just taking a few notches down, which is growth for me. That I got in this early. So instead of filming and sewing all these projects in these 2 weeks before I go to my parents' house, I'm gonna just sew just one thing. Don't worry, there will be more sewing videos, but after this video it's gonna be a little bit less sewing and a little bit more other projects, mainly tiny house projects that I plan on doing, and I'm gonna make a start when I'm with my parents because they have all the tools and the privacy to do it on my own, and you know, just have nobody watch me. Of course, I am gonna film, so technically you will be watching. It feels less intimidating. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I look forward to it, perhaps you do look forward to it. And after that is done, I will get back into sewing, but I won't bring my sewing machine with me. I will just be busy with other projects and enjoying this family. So what I'm gonna make, I'm gonna use this cotton fabric from Sew Me Sunshine. I'm gonna make this top. I'm most excited by this project simply because I feel this top on its own gives off the vibes that I want to exude into the world. Is that the right word? We'll just go with it. And because it's a top, I can pair it with loads of stuff, with like trousers and some dresses, a lot of things. And by doing so, I feel like I can get my old clothes that would not really typically fall in the style I want to dress like, but it will make it into that aesthetic. So yeah, that's the plan for this project. Let's just get this thing going. So you will need one back piece and 2 front pieces, and the front pieces will have 2 button strips of interfacing, 2 collar pieces with interfacing, 2 sleeve pieces, 2 sleeve cuffs with interfacing, a long strip for the ruffle bit in the collar, and then it's time to get sewing, obviously. Starting off by the darts that I already pinned, and sewing the front and back pieces together by the shoulder bits, and then sew a gather stitch on the very long piece of the ruffle bit for the collar. You will also need to put a gather stitch on both the top and the bottom part of the sleeves. And then it's time to pin the ruffle bit very carefully and very precise on the collar with the ruffle bit towards the inside, because you have to flip it over and then it will come on the outside. And once you have done that, you will need to put the other collar bit with the right way facing each other and pin along and sew along the edges. Then it's time to cut the sewing allowance down from the collar piece and flop it inside out. Also, I forgot to put the interfacing on the cuff pieces, so I'm doing that. And I'm just straightening out the collar once I have put it inside out. And then it's time to put the collar onto the neckline. Sew it in place. And then you will use bias tape and very carefully making sure that the fold is on the stitch. And then fold it over so that everything is neatly tucked away, and sew that in place. Fold in 2 times the button piece strip thing. You will need to sew the top bit so that you can fold it in and it's all neatly tucked away, and then you can sew all along so that everything stays in place. And of course we do need to have a sleeve, so it's time to put the sleeve onto the bodice. And then obviously also sew the side seam so that we actually have a top and not just a flap. Sew the cuff onto the sleeve and hem the bottom. Of course, we precisely at this time ran out of blue thread, but it's okay, we find a substitute. And then it's time to sew the hem and finish off the cuffs of the sleeves. And then it's time for the buttonholes. It was kind of a hard time to figure out how the buttonholes worked on this machine, but I did. I think this is the neatest I ever worked. I'm quite proud of it. You know, like, I really did my best. Not that I don't do my best normally, but normally I put so much pressure on myself to make things fast-ish that I feel I don't have any time to calm down and just look at it and put all my focus on it. But this time I did, and the stupid thing is it didn't take me much longer to make it neat versus how I normally sew. But you know, and plus that, this is also I think my most favorite thing I've ever made. Like, I'm so excited. I probably will make more of these shirts. You know, with long sleeves perhaps, with like a pattern. I don't know, I really love it. I feel like it no matter with what I pair it, it immediately puts it more in the style I would like to wear. So this is, yeah, I'm very happy. And soon this week it's gonna be 22 degrees Celsius, so I probably can wear this, which is so nice. Because this is kind of a spring summer top, not a winter top, but it is spring. I'm so excited. Like I feel I got my moxie back, or my muchness, whatever. I'm so excited, and tomorrow we're gonna skate. I'm so excited to skate again. I haven't felt like this in a very long time, so I'm excited, I'm thrilled. And I think it's all down to this shirt. I also had fun making it. You know? It's really fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. Have I told you how much I love it? Well, if I haven't, I love it. So, if you like this kind of videos, please subscribe. It will make my day, and like my videos and comment. And next week there won't be a video, I think, but I probably will be busy on Instagram, so if you miss me, just follow me on Instagram. And after that, I won't be having a sewing video ready because I'll be working on some projects for my outside area, you know, through the window, my outside area, and creating more privacy for me so that I can comfortably go outside with this nicer, warmer weather. So yeah, that's something I look forward to, and I hope you look forward to it as well. And after that, I think it's gonna be a 2-part video. I don't know how long it will take to make all the together. Besides making this house, I don't have much experience building stuff, and building this house was very, I did it in 3 months, so I don't remember much of it other than I was exhausted and I was done with it. And this time I can dwaddle a little bit, you know, and do my own thing, which might mean I will fuck up, but that's okay. We're here not to be perfect, because that is an unrealistic goal, especially for me, I think for anyone. But yeah, I'm excited, and I will see you when the next video is, or on Instagram. I don't know. So, bye!